Is use? I didn't think so. You don't need to bother to answer. I've been monitoring for a little bit. This is K4PEW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think there was going to be any of that either. Never has been, thankfully. If there is an emergency, please call 911. If you can't do that, tell us. Okay, you should give it a try. We'll help you any way that we can. That may be broken anytime if you have an emergency. For information, you can go right to YouTube and look on the search block on YouTube. That's, I think you know where everybody knows where that is by now. And search block, put in my call, K, the display of my meter on my radio will show right up so you can see all the stuff on it. Also, you can go to our website, 145.net, just like the frequency, but without that extra decimal, 146.415.net. You can also go to our groups.io and up for the email reminders and other information that comes across through there that I think you'll like. Well, if you're in ham radio, you'll like it. Anyway, IOPS.India Oscar, and just do a search for MJSS, which stands for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. You know, send me an email. If you can't do any of that, just send me an email. Chew me out. And my call is K4PEW at AM. Excuse me. And that normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. And there's lots of people on here at different parts of the day. And we do the net here tonight on 146.415 if you haven't already figured that out, or if you're off frequency for some purpose. And there's to have fun. Figure out who you can hear, who you can't hear, and figure out how you can hear them better. Get a better antenna, a higher antenna, really the big things. Those are the biggest things. Better antenna, higher antenna, good quality feed line. Doesn't even have to be great quality feed line, really. You don't have to spend, $5 a foot for hard line or anything. Let me see what else I've got here. We invite everyone to use the net for amateur radio announcements. And I don't have any real announcements other than field days coming up in June, which is, I think it's the last weekend in June. Of course, we got the big event, which is I say big, it's big for the South. I'll get the words out in a minute. Is the Ham Fest down there in Huntsville, which is got the one in Lebanon coming up here in the summer, so that's going to be good. And plus, we've got the nets tonight, of course, the 7th now, and we're going to be on the 10-meter net on 28.415 immediately following that. And then Sunday, don't know the 10-meter net at 7:30 p.m. at the same frequency, 28.415 upper sideband. Anybody else have any other announcements? All righty. This is net number 797. And of course, it's just for the sake of recording, it is May 2022. Never thought I'd make it this far. Well, the living, that is. And we'll be taking, did I say we're going to take people short on time first? So please come now. Anybody so short on time? Is anybody there? K4P. Am I even getting out? Was that a yes? Wow, I got to turn my. All right, let's give that a try. Is anybody short on time? All righty, we'll move right on. Do we have any first-time check-in? I had to even turn on my volume more. That sounded like Earl. Or is that you?
Working?
Yeah, no, I have. I'm in an awkward position here, the way this thing is set up, and I was turning the wrong knob for the volume, and I thought, why isn't? Was there any people short on time? Did I miss anybody? All right, I got you in there, Earl. How you doing?
Well, I was just pacing the floor and fixing to make me some homemade, fresh out of the can chicken noodle vegetable.
My favorites is it Campbell's or is it the other big? I forgot the name of it now. The other one that's for Hardy Bin.
Condensed soup and 25% more in the can and a daggone mixed vegetables undrained to compensate for adding water to the condensed.
Oh yeah, no, that's good stuff. That's good. Making me. I ate dinner already. It's making me hungry again. And the best thing, I'd love to have some crackers with those, and also 2 or 3 slices of butter slabbed on them. That's a good dinner.
Yeah, I use them little single packs of well, maybe a single whichever size they are. Then they're what is it? Chili cheese burritos. Kind of crunch crackers in there.
Oh, really? Sounds like a good dinner to me. What would I add to that? Probably a spam.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe a scoop of what sour cream or something like that, like you put in cheese.
All good.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you get with it. I was just pacing the floor and thought I'd my 100-page media there through KE4.
Yeah, very good, Earl. Good to have you in there. KE4DEZ, and he's in Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Who else is? Well, we really need to east, but he was short on time. That's right. We need west. Please come now from the west.
Paul, Rick's trying to check in, but he's not making. Yeah.
I don't know. Try again, Rick. I got nothing.
Not me either, which is unusual.
Yeah, no, it's he must have something. Maybe they may need to pay his light bill.
Well, I don't know, but we got to figure that out.
What's this we?
Well, probably has to help me.
Yeah, you're a little bit closer than I am to him. That's no, it's unusual for me not to at least hear.
And it's especially unusual for me not to be able to hear him, even if it's awful.
Yeah, and on his radio too.
Could be.
All right, you gonna check in for yourself?
M4YRM.
Very good. We got Michael in there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. He must have something. You have communicated with him that he's trying.
Yes, I just got a text.
Maybe it's just bad conditions. I mean, Earl sounded a little fuzzy.
Well, he says that he can hear you, but your signal is spacing in and out. So I don't know what the deal is. It could.
I'm guessing it is because signal usually gets through pretty, but okay, sometimes better than others. But I can almost always hear him.
Well, he just said, "Dang, hate to miss it."
Yeah, well, we'll check him in anyway.
Good deal, Paul.
That's K. I gotta get my gun. That KN for TJF, right? Yeah, we got you in there, Rick, and you get an A for effort. Anything else going on with you, Michael?
No, it's been a rough week at work, though, Paul. We have been so busy.
Well, you are taking Friday off, right?
Oh yeah.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, we had to replace a state commercial water heater.
Well, all right. Having any trouble doing it?
No, I let somebody else do it.
Oh, good deal.
No, that's too much work for me in my retirement.
Yeah, man. When you retire, you need.
No, I've done. I can. It's not like I haven't done those things before. It was just on the spur of the moment, and had the game, and I was like, oh gosh. So I got to come in. He goes, well, we can replace the gas control, but on the 10-year-old water heater, I'm not sure you want to replace that. Just a $400 or $500 when you can have a water heater for X amount,
Oh yeah, and he was right about that.
Oh, I agree. I'd forgotten it. I put that in 10 years ago. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Anyway, everything else going okay?
Yeah, everything else is done. And don't really have anything else to report. So I'll say back to net control. Thank you for what you do, Paul.
Rick in Belshire. I'm sorry, Mike. I said Rick. That was Rick earlier. That's Michael in Belshire. KM4YRF in Belshire. Great. He was putting enough power on me that compensates for Rick's lack of power, lack of a signal. Who else is west? Hello, you feeling better? Are you there, Jeff?
Yeah, it's been sneezing today, son, but my tongue, I just deal with it.
Well, yeah, we all are dealing with our handicaps, big and small.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But I did get the microphone back, so I'll try it out tonight on the my audio quality has improved.
I sure hope so because it was really. I mean, I can hear you, but it's very in the wilderness, you know.
Yeah, I never did hear it, but I hope it's just a microphone issue. We'll find out tonight.
All right, sounds good. Nothing else for this part of the net.
No, nothing else. So I'll let you carry on, WI.
Another big signal from Jeff. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Yeah, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. That's what it is. And he is in his west.
GT4ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. How grows the garden?
Coming on. The lettuce and the turnip greens, they're kicking.
What kind of lettuce?
Simpson.
No, I don't think I know that one. Are those regular leaf lettuce?
Yeah, it's a kind of crinkle kind of form, and they're going to bolt soon. Everything will be bitter, so I'll have to replace it. But that's where I'm going to plant my tomatoes.
Can you put anything over the?
No, it's kind of a length of day kind of thing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I've got some to bring to the breakfast. When's the next one?
A week from this coming Saturday.
There.
All righty, that was very good. Anything else for the net there, Mr. Jack?
No, just been doing, just the usual. But thanks for doing that, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was out there doing the mowing and trimming, and I'd save some for tomorrow because I was tired of doing what I was doing today. Anyway, that was Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Nobody else west. Hey, Michael, did you ever hear from Charles?
Sorry.
Did you ever hear from Charles? He seems like he passed from you. We don't hear him anymore. Don't hear from you anymore either.
Somebody's the license has expired, and so he can't transmit until he gets it renewed.
Aha! I didn't. And he may have some problems renewing.
I don't know. Could be.
He even said that. Who else? Thanks for that information. Who else is west? All righty. Who else? Come on.
Careful,
Hello, Mr. Tony. Is the weather holding up down there? You didn't get any rain, did you?
No, our green grass is all brown.
Yeah, it's getting dry out there, but I don't know. It's better than better than growing twice.
Yeah, but Mama put out flowers, and she's not happy because we have to water them every day.
I mean, you.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, by proxy.
Why don't you put in a complete lawn irrigation?
Yeah, we've got that. It's called a hose pipe.
Okay, well, that's a manual lawn irrigation system.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm not gonna get in the way. Go ahead with the net. Somebody waiting in line. Careful.
Very good. That was Tony, and he's in Smyrna. Good. 4 Kilo Foxtrot, Quebec. Who else is south? And somebody in there, who is that? Hey, and they're very fine. Your signal is very, conditions must be horrible for you, Bill. Wow, this is the worst conditions I think I've ever heard from the South like it. We'll have to see how the other Murfreesboro stations, if there are any, otherwise. Hey, today was a nice day to enjoy too outside. Yeah, very good. Anything else for the net tonight there, Bill? Very good. For those that couldn't hear Bill, Bill says 73s to everybody and have a great week. Kilo, Mike 4, November Yankee, and he's in Murfreesboro. Who else is south?
K4.
Hello, Kevin. How are you copying Bill in Murfreesboro, Kevin?
Pretty bad. I couldn't make him out hardly at all. I knew it was Bill. I couldn't hear anything else.
Yeah, it almost sounds like it was. I mean, he did have like an S3 or so. If I looking out the corner of my eye. Normally, I can hear him much better. Must be conditions. I don't know. It sounds terrible because you're not that far from Murfreesboro.
No, I'm glad to hear that. I'll copy me.
Oh, you're great. You're like somewhere between 10 and 20 over to me.
Well, fantastic. So that's the tenna move I did a month back. When the leaves came out, I figured, that'd be a good test for it. But it's holding up. I'm happy with it.
Oh, down there. Hold on one second. Michael, how are you copying Kevin in there? He's west of Murfreesboro. Oh, that's odd because normally you don't do that well that far south.
I know it. I didn't hear Bill, but I could hear Kevin.
I could copy him, but no, Kevin's got a great signal tonight.
Yeah, I can hear him too. Hear about Juliet.
Fine. Yeah, you're being heard real well there, Kevin. So you're getting a good stretch from that from your QTH.
For me, it was getting away from the trees. They were just sucking up the energy from it. But another news, I ran a power supply for my wife's car. The next step would be to figure out what kind of radio and antenna to put on it, but it's wired for power now.
Oh wow, that's great. Yeah, just remember to put.
Go
ahead, Mike. Richard.
He's scratchy on me, but I am hearing Kevin here in Lebanon.
So you're getting way.
Roger, yeah, I'm getting squelch break on those and a little bit of words, but I can't hear them as well. I guess they can.
Yeah, no, no, you're doing good. I don't think you can ask for better than that.
No, not from a GP15 on a pipe.
Yeah, I'm with you. Very good. Anything else good for the net?
No, appreciate it. Keep up the good work. K4 KCS.
How much longer we can keep it up? This is net number 797. You believe that?
I'm looking forward to the 800 party.
Yeah, it's 1-800. It's one of those spam sites.
We probably shouldn't go there tonight.
Very good. That was Kevin. He is in. Gosh, I forgot the name of that place.
Yeah, we get an 800
Yeah. You just have to leave your email and your credit card.
Security 12. So.
Yeah. You tell me where you are again. I forget the name of that little place.
Roger. Yeah. Almaville. 102, kind of between Smyrna and Murfreesboro.
Yep. Almaville. Yeah, I didn't remember the name, but it's really. I think.
No, sir. Not even a crossroads or a stoplight. Just a convenience center and a half dilapidated fire station.
It's hell to have your locale registered as having two prominent things. A convenience center. Convenience center sounds better than a county dump,
Oh, there is that. There is that. Well, but it gets held up every other Saturday.
So it must be my turn.
Maybe. K4 KCF.
Very Almaville, K4 KCF. That's Kilo Charlie Foxtrot. Great signal, it really is. It's Who else is south? I think I'm hearing somebody mobile, but I can't tell who it is. Is anybody copying that station? Wow, you're lower than normal too there tonight, David. Preston's call is it Kilo Charlie 4, number 4, Kilo Mike 4, Charlie Charlie Quebec? I forget.
Okay, I didn't hear the call, but I heard it say press for it again. I said, get me a break and put stuff in the phone. I'll relay it back.
All righty. Preston, I couldn't hear you very well.
Kilo November 4, Bravo, Victor Alpha.
Other station, Kilo November 4, Bravo Victor Alpha. How you doing?
Good, there's two presses down here in Murfreesboro. I'll just really get through. I'm down here in Murfreesboro, here, almost.
Oh, you're the other Preston then. It was trying to check in.
Yeah, I had it on the power.
Ah, very good. Yeah. Maybe we'll still get Preston in here. We'll see. How you doing tonight? Where are you mobile?
I'm at my big station, bro. On the west side of Murfreesboro.
Oh, okay, very good. You are or not mobile?
I am not.
Okay, very good. No, your signal's worse than normal, so I'm presuming conditions there in the Murfreesboro area.
I was noticing a little bit worse last night. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going on last night.
No, I'm pretty some areas because, like I said, we had Kevin, and he's not that far from Murfreesboro, and his signal's fine. And others like Bill's, who's normally got a good signal, it wasn't good at all. And yours is marginal, even though it's better than the worst.
Yeah, I'm not able to reach hours before.
Yeah, no, very good. Anything else for the net besides a really weak, crazy signal? All right, very good. That's Preston, Kilo, November 4. It is Bravo, Victor Romeo, correct? Oh yeah, I got my pencil. It looked like an R to my weak eyes here. And that's Kilo November 4, Bravo, Victor Alpha. And that's Preston, and he's down there. Well, West Murfreesboro, didn't you say? Yeah, very good. Who else? That was David, KI4 MDN that preceded that. Anything you wanted to add to the net, David?
No, sir. Unless you can comment on that thing that we talked about.
No, I was out there today and I was looking at the evil eye, so I didn't bother.
Just don't have the nerve, so you'll.
We'll see. I'll have to pay more attention next time. All right, very good, David. Everything else well? All right, very good. That's David in Reedyville, KI4 November, Delta November. Who else is
Come in.
hey, good. I mean, hold on, we had a comment.
Paul did Preston KN4 as well.
No, that was Preston KN4 Bravo Victor Alpha, the different Preston.
Okay, I just didn't want to count it if that wasn't him.
And the other Preston that's going to check in later is Sergeant Preston of the U.
All right, carry on.
All right, very good. Who else is south? Please come now.
Kilo 3, Mike Papa Romeo.
In there, but hold on. I got Michael here in Mount Juliet. Everything well?
Everything's doing good. I figure the moms will catch one. Yeah, I'm playing around with 17 and 15 meters a little bit, trying to make some more contact. But yeah, it's been fun. And now icon.
That's an awesomely nice radio from what I've seen. I don't own one, but I've heard very good reports about it.
Yeah, I just figured I don't need to get involved with the icon 7300. Figure if I stay in the icon family, it might make it easier for me.
Well, it is easier because you have to use the icon mic. Or Kenwood, it's a different mic than the icon.
Interesting. I just might have to do that. Just 50 watts, a little 7 or 8 or whatever I'm pushing with this thing.
Well, I'll tell you, that icon, that one you're talking about, that icon radio, that's the one that's 70 centimeters, and it's the one that also does D-Star.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but that's a really nice radio for the money.
Yeah, I thought the price is pretty reasonable, especially for something that I think pushes 50 or so.
Yeah, the people I know who have one really love that radio.
Just might have to spend the money. Oh yeah, it's joy between another radio or put the radio on my truck where I can listen to music. Hard decision.
Or making the wife unhappy.
Hey, I'm working at Manheim 2 days a week. I should be able to find something.
Good, I got you. Getting some. My mother used to call that mad money.
Yeah, I bet it she gets mad. No, but I tell you what, it's good hearing everybody on the net once again. And I'll go ahead and let you go and jump for anybody else out there in the south.
That was Michael here in Mount Juliet. He's on little 5 watts, but I can hear him perfectly here. Of course, he's only about maybe. That's Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo. Who else is Sal? No, that can't be Angel. How are you copying the people you've heard tonight? Because your signal is terrible compared to what the last time I talked to you. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is normally we have a. Yeah, no, there's a lot of them this way too, but I'm just saying that, some of the stations that are in Murfreesboro, I hear terribly, although Kevin was coming in perfect. Angel, give me your call again. I didn't write it down right. And since that's all. Yeah, very good. I'm glad you did. By the way, did you see the new restrictions being lifted on Cuba? It's one of those deals where he's increasing the amount of money they can send back to relatives, and they're going to open up a few more flights into Cuba, that kind of stuff. Well, what this does is, I guess the people, the powers that be in Cuba, that money coming in, they want more of it. It's a mess. Anyway, anything else for the net, Mr. Angel? All right, very good. Angel in Murfreesboro, November 2, Papa Tango Bravo. Who else is Sal? Well, you're a good test too. Your signal is not half as good as it normally is there, Larry. Yeah, it's funny because I didn't think the weather was that bad around here. Yeah, well, I can still hear you, so that's what really matters. That's Larry, Kilo Echo Force. Who else is? And he's in Rockville, by the way. Who else is Sal? I got you in there. I mistook somebody else, the other Preston, for you. How you doing, Preston?
living the dream, and I appreciate you getting in there. Well,
Very good. Were you trying earlier or not?
don't realize what time it was, so let's see if I can catch it. So it sounds like it is.
Oh yeah, no, you sound good. So you haven't been hearing many stations yet, have you?
No, but I heard Angel just fine. I heard you just fine. So I don't know what's going on. And of course, Larry over here is I got to turn on some. There you have it.
Oh yeah, no, we just had to. Well, if you just for informational purpose, normally I could hear like Bill KN for excuse me. You know what I'm talking about there. I'll get his name. So KM4 November Yankee. You normally has a real nice signal. I could hear him, but it was really crappy. And then another station, and Angel was really crappy compared to. And he's normally never crappy out of. It's weird some of the conditions tonight.
Yeah, you never tell about that, man. It goes crazy every time. But it's awesome.
Well, I know it. It's if we could explain it, I'm not sure it would be any fun. Anyway, that was Possum Trot, and that is and his call is Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec, and you got a good signal out of Possum Trot tonight, there, President. No. Uh-oh. Time, please. All right. I'm sorry. I had some noise here in the back. Kilo Golf 4. What was the last three? 4 Alpha Echo Tango. How are you doing tonight? Your signal's a lot of noise on the band tonight. Oh, I'm not sure what it is because, like I say, we've got some odd conditions depending upon where people are located. The one city couldn't hear him at all. Zero signal coming to me, and yours isn't too good tonight. And Bill's in Murfreesboro wasn't. Larry's was 50% at what it normally is down in Rockville. So I'm not sure where are you located? Oh, in Gladeville. Kilo Quebec. Now I'm confused. Kilo Quebec 4. Yeah, I can't spell it very well. Kilo Quebec 4. To see that location because I don't remember where it was. Yeah, Chris, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is because your signal is really very scratchy and. Yeah, very good. How are you copying me? Yeah, very good. I just want to make sure because, like I said, this I don't know. It's a little. I don't want to say it's not disturbing. It's just I hate to see it when conditions are this bad. Well, I try to imagine if I had a crappier antenna or a lower elevation, this net wouldn't even be out here tonight. Anyway, very good. Anyway, Chris, you got anything else for the net tonight? Very good. That was Chris in Mount Juliet. Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango. Who else is?
W4 EBX, Eddie and Glable.
I got you, Eddie, but I expected you to do real well. I mean, many of the stations.
Yeah, now there was one or two I had trouble hearing, but in trouble hearing me, you got a problem.
No, that's right. No, I was just well, you even have a better elevation with that tower than I do, but those stations were really weak, very poor and noisy because of the conditions tonight, and they're very selective, those conditions too.
It made a sun spot. Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe our age spots. What are you talking about?
Oh well, chemtrails.
Could be that too. Could be Russian interference. You never know.
All right. on my little Bluetooth microphone. I hope it sounds okay.
Yeah, it sounds okay. If you wouldn't have noticed too much, but it's got a little thinner, quality to it. I mean, it's a good quality. Sounds more like than than a regular mic.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about, I guess, 30 feet away from my radio. Maybe that's what makes the difference.
No, it actually sounds pretty good now that you even talk more. I don't know that I would have noticed. I might have thought you were on, with something like that where it had, where the mic quality is not very good.
Oh, okay. More away from my face.
No, it sounds fine. I don't think anybody would complain or notice that, I mean, that's actually a pretty nice setup with that Bluetooth. All right, very good. No, you sound good though, Eddie. I wouldn't worry about it. In fact, I wouldn't hesitate to use it if it's convenient. That was Eddie, Whiskey 4 Echo, Bravo X, east to southeast of me a little ways. Who else is south?
Hey, Paul, KM410.
Hey, I think it was last time I talked. He was last night. How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I just turned the radio on here. Just thought maybe it'd be time for you to be picking up the South, and the wife and I watching some TV to get full evening, and it's all good. Just thought I'd say hello to you and the group. Nothing much else to report here. Little, well, almost 11-month-old grandson. Today we keep him 3 days a week while his mom and dad. Boy, he's getting rambunctious and getting into everything. So we're kind of spooked.
Oh, I'll bet. I happened to pick up. I got a package of letters that I've stored, been keeping them forever, and to my mother and dad. Most of them are that I have in this package that I sent to them when I moved to Florida. When I was moving to Florida, first letter I read, I haven't read it in years. I mean, a long time. They're 50 years old, and I was writing a letter saying I'm moving to Florida, and I was living another letter from Florida after I got there. And anyway, the one letter said about how the gas prices were starting to high as 60 to 80 cents a gallon. And I was concerned because I was driving down to Florida from New England. And the other one was my 3, when I got to Florida, said he was actually pretty good in the car, although he pointed out every cow, horse, train, boat, car, truck that he saw on a.
Yeah, can you imagine how things would have been if gas prices were $4 a gallon back then, huh?
Well, I think if you do the math on that, well, it would have been if the last I looked, if you look up, like I say, 60 cents a gallon, it's almost 8 times as much in real dollars. So it's 6 times 8 a gallon.
So you're just saying it's all relative. 60 cents a gallon, not the same as 4.50 is today. So it really is not. It's not because it's all relative.
Yeah, I think it was 8 times as much. Let me think about this one at $3, $2.9, $4, $2.9, $3. I said $3 bucks. No, it's 6 times as much. 6 times. I just made it. It's a round numbers. Again, you could look it up yourself. Look up dollars in 1970, 20, 22. But it should come out to about 6 times as much, round numbers. So you figure it's like 3.
Yep. So we're somewhat ahead of that. So that's just hyperinflation over. But the scary thing is there's no end in sight. It could really go out of sight and virtually shut things down.
Well, yeah, I'm with you. But here's the deal. Did you see that administration just did in Venezuela with the oil?
I think Biden's on his hands and knees begging them to
making a deal. I don't know if it's actually passed or not. But he's making a deal for oil. We were not buying oil for the last 3 or 4. And so now we're making a deal with them that they're going to do certain things and we're going to do certain things, and we'll be buying a Think about this. $26 billion worth of oil over the next 12 months.
And not only that, but the fact that we've got enough oil under our own feet to last this country for 100, it's just senseless. But it's no surprise because Biden said before he was elected that if he was elected, he would go to war with the fossil fuel industry, and told everybody what he was going to do. So we shouldn't be so surprised.
Oh, I'm not the least bit. To me, though, is I know that we've got a lot of oil, and we actually have existing wells that they're for, but I'm not sure we have to go to Venezuela when we've got oil coming in from Canada and Mexico, and all of our rigs. I don't understand why they're not pumping a lot. Maybe are we at maximum pumping right now? I didn't think we were.
Sure, but one thing I have heard, and I can't verify the validity of this or not, but I've heard that Biden has had people plugging all of the existing wells, pouring concrete down them where they can never be drilled again. That's true or not? That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty radical, though. I mean, I'm not sure he'd know how to pour concrete, would he?
I don't know, but he might know somebody that does. I don't know, but he is, like I said, declared war. Thinks they're making too much money, so he's just shutting them down, and it's just sad because now we from various countries, and that ain't good. He's pissed off Saudi Arabia so bad they want to take his calls now.
Yeah, that's because we sent Kamala over there.
Yeah, that's pretty insulting. But anyway, enough of that. But I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, we don't have to drive a lot, so the price of gas doubles, and we just cut our driving in half, and what works out about folks are and not able to do that, and boy, that's making it tough.
Oh, I know. I just filled up the tank, and it wasn't completely empty, and then I bought 5 gallons of gas for the mower. It was $75.
Yep. Ram pickup, my Dodge Ram. I had almost a quarter of a tank in it, and I topped it off, and it was $7, even with almost a quarter of a tank in it. And it's just going to keep going up and up and up. I heard fuel could hit $10 a gallon in pretty short order too. So it's just only going to get worse.
Everything, because think how much stuff gets hauled by diesel trucks.
Yep. So welcome to our new world.
You just got to lower your expectations, Tom.
Yep. I've heard that somewhere before. And that is a direct president. What we have to do is just lower our expectations, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, I have low. Anyway, that was Tom in Rockville, Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike, and he's in Rockville. Who else is a great signal again, Ed? I mean, you've got probably as good with that tower, a good elevation as me. Who else is south? South or east? Very good, James. How are you and the family doing?
Oh, we're good. Even for that hot weather.
Oh, today, especially this morning, I went out and mowed the lawn, and it was really nice.
Well, I didn't have to go to the lawn. We have it done by a guy that comes in.
You can go sit out on the lawn. It was nice out this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of breeze going to help some.
But it was warm enough late. I think it's supposed to go into the 90s tomorrow. Did I hear that right?
Pretty hot for me.
Yeah, well, I'll live. And I've lived in the South for, I don't know, 45 years of my, longer than almost 50 years of my life.
Well, I've been in the South just about all my life.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were born in Memphis, right?
one of those small towns near Memphis.
Yeah. What was the name of it?
Well, my dad came from, oh, let me think about it. He came from, I'm still certain that words right.
Oh, that's all right. Small towns. It's kind of funny. They're so small they don't even have a.
Yeah. I think my mother was from Crockett County, and my dad was from, now, my mind goes blank.
It's a good Crockett. I like that name, Crockett County. It is named for Davy Crockett, right? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know who Wilson County is named after, though. I wouldn't know that.
But I forgot who Wilson is. It's named after somebody, though.
I think it was Wilson Pickett, the singer. Anyway, anything else for the net, James? Yo, James.
Hi.
Anything else for the net?
No, having to watch out for waste pickup today.
You have to walk.
Waste pickup. Garbage cans are sitting out on the street for about a whole last week.
Oh, wow. So they haven't been by. Is that what you mean? Your signal was breaking up a little bit, so I couldn't tell what you were saying.
Yeah, they're supposed to run later this week, but they had to make other runs.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I take mine to the dump. Be out of business if I ran out of business. Anyway, anything else for the net, James?
So I'm stuck for words right now.
Good to have you in there. That was James, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. He's here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east?
Kilo India 4 Sierra 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Richard. This is your Friday again.
Thank goodness.
Well, I think you've heard me say, my dad told me, don't ever rush the days along. They go along too fast all by themselves.
Now, in the last month, we've had two of my co-workers, older than I am, pass away. One was of cancer, was a heart, and I have determined that I'm not going to let that happen to me. Nothing long before that happens, I hope.
Yeah, that's the hope. You hope. Well, my thanks is I'm thanking myself, however I made that decision. I do remember is when I quit smoking, and then the second years later was to lose the 75 pounds I gained after I quit smoking.
There you go. It's a trade-off.
For a guy who's 73, I'm thankful that I'm in I'll just say, a reasonably good shape. I mean, no Schwarzenegger, but he doesn't sound like he's in good shape anymore.
I don't think he is. I think all that muscle building he did is.
Well, he had serious heart problems. You know that.
No, I didn't. Well, all that steroid he took probably didn't help either.
I'm sure of it. Anyway, how are you and Stephanie doing? All right?
We're doing great. Everything's under control, and we're just fat, dumb, and happy.
You're gonna have to tell me that secret how you get everything under control.
You fake a lot of it.
That's Richard and Stephanie, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo, and they're just west of downtown. I can hear you on 10 meters tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna crank it down. Yeah, I'm gonna get there and see if we get that connection. Yeah, West. I mean, thank you for all you do. 7:30, everybody on the net.
Yeah, very good. Again, Richard and Stephanie in Lebanon. Who else is Hey, your signal's a little worse than normal too, Kevin. How are you copying others? I got you. Yep. No, it's just odd. And your antenna's not up real high yet.
No, not yet. It's not that.
Yeah. Well, I hope it works out for you. I can hear you fine, but I just the other house.
Oh yeah, well heck yeah, man. I was in a better position. Had a gooder position. Well, I can't complain, you know. At least I'm able to put an antenna up in the air.
Oh, it was the other location a better elevation.
I think it was. I think it was.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look on the thing there and understand. All right. Anything else for the net for us tonight?
Here, same old stuff, different day. I'd like to think God bless you to everybody on the net. Hope to hear everybody.
Very good. That was Kevin. He is in Lebanon over by Cumberland University. He's trying to teach him something over there. Kilo Go for Mike India's.
Okay, I'm 4HQE.
So, there's a good one. Your signal is very good tonight, Stan.
Most looks pretty good. Some not so well. Like Kevin said, the ones to the south I haven't heard real well.
Tough for you guys. I found that out over time. Murfreesboro doesn't seem that far away, but I mean, even for like north of Nashville, they can rarely hear Murfreesboro, and it's not that much further north than me.
Yeah, there's a big hill between here and like 4 Mile Hill, because about 4 miles out of town. It's pretty tall. It's pretty tall, so it kind of.
Oh yeah, no, in fact, you may have heard me say that Greg is in Antioch and Smyrna. I forget the distance apart, but they're only they're only maybe 5 miles, if that. They cannot hear each other. Yeah, it's like there's a mountain between them or something. I don't know what it is exactly. I have to do that. I'll have to look up that one too. Anyway, are you
Doing pretty well, Paul. How about you?
doing great? I just wish I had more food because I'm always hungry.
Man, suck up on food the way things are getting.
Yeah, well, actually, I say that because I've been cutting back on 6 or 8 months. And I still look at food and want to eat it, even if I don't have it. I just see, oh man, I'd love to have a.
Yeah, I think over the past maybe year or so, I've lost about 40 pounds, but I've been trying to lose much weight. These here on the back and the arthritis and stuff.
Wow, I'm not going to recognize you losing 40 pounds. No, that's great. That's great. I've lost weight too. Well, no, since you saw me, probably about 20, 25, 20, something like that. But yeah, I got pants that fit me real loose now.
Yeah, I dropped 2 pounds all the way down low.
Don't lose too much, then you have to buy new ones.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, I want to hold you up, Paul.
Very good. That's Stan. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo, and he's in Lebanon. Who else is south or east?
Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha, Philip in Lebanon.
All right, another Lebanon station. How you doing, Philip?
Oh, doing pretty good. You're doing well, doing good as well.
Oh yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, there's a lot. That's funny how when you think about the things you should be doing.
Yeah, copy that. Well, it looks like that tonight I'm putting it on YouTube meter. That's funny how conditions can do that.
No, it was amazing. You're right. You're 40 over, a little over 40 over if I was looking at the meter correct. Last time it was, I think, less than half of it.
Yeah, I think one night when I tried to check in a couple of weeks or something like that, now 40 over. I mean, that's incredible that conditions can do that.
Yeah, don't even. I lost for words on that one because I don't know how it could be that dramatic over 15 miles or whatever it is.
Yeah, who knows? Take it. But anyway, hope everybody out there is doing good tonight, and thank you for what you do. And so I want to say 73 is everybody, and
Very good. That was Philip in Lebanon. Whiskey 8, Papa, Lima, Alpha. Who else is east? I heard something, but I couldn't hear any audio.
Is that a little better?
Yeah, it sounds like you're sitting in a barrel or something. What's going on there, Bill?
Not much. What you know?
Not much. You see operating from tonight?
I'm at home.
No, it just sounds like you're in a, I don't know, like a bad situation.
Is that any better?
No, it just sounds like it's, I don't know how you describe that. It just sounds not normal.
How's the signal?
Oh no, it's very good. Maybe you're too close to the mic or it's got too much gain. I don't know.
I've got this W2IHY. It's probably got something set not right.
Yeah, it's got too much EQ in it. Well, if you notice, none of those things have brains of their own. How's it going for you, Bill?
Doing well, doing well. Starting to crank away quest, starting to get things organized for that.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, same here. Approved on it already, and food vendor and embroider, and so we're moving right along.
Different vendors or the similar big ones?
Similar. I'm not sure about Devco. Not sure.
Oh, really? Man, it'd be nice if there was is there an MFJ distributor that could come? A distributor, not M.
Well, we had Ham World. They were an MFJ distributor big time. We switched out with another vendor, commercial vendor that handled some more of the. They handled like
Yeah, that's right. So that's were they there last time?
that's affirmative. They were, and we parted ways with Ham World, and we wanted Ham World there, but really to have two different commercial, sell the same thing pretty much. It was kind of I can understand why one wouldn't want to come.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want the show.
I'd be okay with that. Competition's good.
Yeah, no, it is good. You're right. In a relatively small event like that Hamfest, it's not going to be good if two comparable vendors show up.
Anybody any good when you do that? And we shifted to the Chattanooga guy. He has, like I said, he has some major brands and some different things. And but anyway, yeah, it should be a good one. We're looking forward to it.
Both of those guys show up in Huntsville.
I know. I'm not sure about the other guy.
All right, well, we'll figure. No big deal. Everything going well else for you, work-wise?
You can't keep up with it all. You can't hire people, and so everything gets laid on more and more.
Yeah, we're in a weird situation, aren't we? Because you never thought that you never think that the world, people closing offices, but everybody works from home.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Over 2 years ago, we left. I guess it was like first quarter of 2020, and technically.
No, things aren't going to. They're going to take a lot longer to get back to whatever we think is going to be normal after. It won't happen until after that whole thing in Eastern Europe is solved.
Yeah, it seems like one thing right after another. There's always something.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I don't think nothing's, and I'm not even sure we're going to get back to what we ever think is normal. Disruptive what has happened because of that invasion of Ukraine, with all the other European nations saying, okay, we're not going to do business with you. They closed all the McDonald's. I mean, that should be enough to get them to back out of Ukraine.
You got a guy maybe not playing with a full hand.
Yeah, no. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, I'm not close enough to kill him.
I got a sign out my front yard, a little flag, I guess it is. It says, "This the Ukraine, you know, and I've got that out there because my godson, his family's from Moldova, but I can't pronounce it. Moldova.
Moldova is the one you're talking about.
Roger, Roger. Yeah. So, you know, and it's getting too close to home.
Yeah, well, my whole father's side of the family is from Eastern Europe. His great grandfather, and that's all. So actually, it's part Russian, part Ukraine, part Polish, part that whole mess.
Yeah. But it's amazing what the Ukraine's doing. You know, it really is amazing.
I'm anxiously hoping to kick the Ruskies' butts.
Me too.
They seem to be doing a pretty good job, actually. We'll find out, though. I'm going to have to back down with every single Western nation in Europe joining NATO, and he's.
Yeah, I think he caused a lot of it. You know, you got Finland jumping on board now. You know, all of this is just escalating to join, and it's backfired on him.
Yeah, I think it has too. I don't think he number one, they screwed it up, and unintended consequences.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a full clue what's going on the front. You know, there's over there in Russia, and he's like I said, he's shielded, and he doesn't realize he's really getting his.
I don't know. Again, I think that they've taken some serious losses over there, more than they even took in Afghanistan, and they may have a revolt against him if it keeps up. I mean, I don't understand how Russia can sustain this idea. They said that restrictions on trade, they're not even going to be able to replace their missiles and tanks and bombs and planes.
Well, it's probably true. They say that there's a coup plan. It's not going to be immediate, but of course, the internet you read is true.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It is the same kind of thing, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit, really. But we shall see. All right, very good. Anything else for the net, Bill?
No, we're all good. Thanks, Paul. To catch you up on the other band there a little bit.
All right, sounds good. That was Bill in Possum Town, and that's Kilo 4 Whiskey, east or north.
KB9RKK.
Very good. How you doing, Frank?
A while since I've been on the net.
Oh, that's all right. I don't. It's funny. I often think I mentioned. I some Dick Anners I haven't heard from in a while. I'll say that, but I realize that the other things kind of get in the way.
Yeah, I got a bunch. And for home, work, just all crazy. But I'm glad I was able to make it today. All right. Well, I'll do some service here to the trivia. So Wilson County actually was part of Major David Wilson. That's who it's named after.
Oh, I don't think I ever looked that up. That's funny. I did not know that. And he was obviously I say Confederate. I don't know when Wilson was incorporated. So he must have been a Confederate officer.
Actually, Revolutionary War.
Oh, cool. That's interesting. Revolutionary War veteran. Was he from this area?
County was created in 1799, and it was carved out of a portion of Sumner County, which I guess was Tennessee itself was part of Virginia. So, doesn't say he was a statesman. Revolutionary War veteran. I'm trying to see. Some kind of saltpeter mine was here. The gunpowder.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I get a kick out of seeing some of that history from that era because it all think back into the 1700s. I almost, in my mind, I think of those people as being unsophisticated. I don't even know what the word is. Uneducated, I guess I should say. But it's not true. I mean, so many people from that era were very bright people.
I sometimes, I'll tell you what, because I'm into mechanical stuff and electrical stuff and that steam locomotive that, now it's over in Watertown getting rebuilt and stuff, but they had it over there at the, and you're looking at thing and you're going, man, how did, think about all the stuff, and or even ships, from back then, from even the 40s. It's like you think that's a long time ago, but look what they were able to do. And then you start looking at even older stuff like the still don't know really how they did it.
Yeah, they have an idea, but they don't have any documentation to prove it. I mean, the blueprints are gone.
Yeah, I mean, but how do you move monolithic stone, like they have in some of the places? It's just, you speculate and, it's extraterrestrial or whatnot. I just think we forgot, Dark Age. I think there's a lot of stuff that was lost, and sometimes we find it, sometimes we go down a different path, and in many ways, but it's quite strange, how things have been forgotten. Sometimes they come back, like one of the things like you were bringing up, everybody abandoned shortwave, and it's kind of hard to jam that. You can, but it's not as easy to jam as modern stuff.
Yeah, I remember being amazed at the idea that we had you got to remember, because we had steam engines going back into it was early 1800s, and we had in the late 1800s, I don't remember what years, but it would have been, I'm going to say after 1918, we had steam powered cars that if they could have easily done 200 miles an hour, but they didn't have it.
Right. That's another cool thing. If you can ever catch a steam thresher, those are awesome things to look at. That's those farm implements, those really old ones with steam powered. They're amazing too. When they how much work it takes to get one going, but once it gets going, yeah, it's pretty cool to witness.
Oh, I got pictures of thresher conventions with my grandfather in the 50s when they were still pretty big.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like all. I'll tell you what, it scares me looking at that boiler with all the bolts, and I'm thinking there's 300 psi in that thing of hot steam, and I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Well, yeah, and it wouldn't matter whether it was 60 psi or 300. Big.
1600 to 1 expansion rate. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, it's unbelievable, really, when you consider the power of steam. And that's why steam was it still is, as you know, that's what power plants thrive on, is steam. And nuclear power just creates the heat. Coal just creates the heat.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with that. The superheater coils for one of my first jobs out of the military was working at a company that we used to make superheaters and everything that went on the power plants for the big Babcock, Wilcox, those turbines and everything, and boilers and everything for the power plants and whatnot. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's it seems inefficient, but it's a good way to transfer power in. But this, not as efficient as say electricity, but it's funny that's how they generate it. So you know, we can't get away from fossil fuels quite yet. Yeah, unless we need to build up the solar and the sea power and all these other renewable things first, or else we're going to set ourselves up for failure. With $10 a gallon diesel, it's not just diesel; it's going to cause the food to go up. Not just because of the petroleum, but it's also how does it get delivered in a diesel truck, in a diesel train? Yeah, we're airplanes for petroleum. We're in big trouble.
Not to mention all the farm equipment that runs on diesel.
Yeah, to grow the food. That's why ethanol was either. What they find out in the studies, and it's on the government's own web pages. By the time you pay for all the diesel used to haul the fertilizer, make the fertilizer, deliver the fertilizer, plant it, get it, and turn it into hot dogs to put more energy than you got back.
And plus, it raised the cost of corn.
Right, right. It's all, you know, good intentions possibly, but it doesn't execute very well. I think we need to get that lasts forever, but you can't just flip a switch like that. It does not work, and I don't understand how anybody can not understand it. You know, especially somebody in the government level. I don't know. I don't want to even speculate. It just doesn't make. Yeah, push it, make policies that help bring it along, fine, but you can't just flick a switch.
No, you can't. I'm hoping they're sliding back into nuclear. I've been reading it in a couple of big industrial magazines that nuclear's going to be coming back, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to get one back online, a brand new one. By the way, I was going to tell you the ship I served on, those old destroyers, and they were built in 45, the one I was on. 600 psi boilers, superheated steam was 900 degrees, and it didn't. I didn't realize how dangerous it was until after I got off that thing.
Well, yeah, anything over 700, it's whatever. There's like 7 something. The leaks are ultrasonic and invisible. You can't hear them or walk by, your arm falls off.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. Just and it's hot. If you can imagine. Anyway, that was Frank, KB9 Romeo Kilo Kilo here in Montreal, here in Northwest Montreal.
Romeo Victor, Quebec.
Hold on, a second station in there, but I heard, I think I heard Brent in there.
Kilo Echo 4, Romeo Victor, Quebec. Yeah.
I'm doing great. Hey, I got to tell you, I heard Brian the other day on, I think it was on 10 meters after the 6 meters. I forget what. No, 10 meter net. And I couldn't believe he was coming in there. I talked to him for a few minutes.
Yeah, he's been alone for a little bit, but yeah, he's back on the radio now.
I'm not going to recognize him. I haven't seen him in like 2.5 years.
Once in a while, he'll be out doing his lawn or he walks to the end of his driveway. I don't think he feels real well.
I don't know. He seemed to be, he said he didn't. Anyways, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I've been shoveling mulch all day, and now I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Actually, as I'm getting older, those kind of things are more appealing to me.
Shoveling snow or shoveling manure?
That's a close second to the manure.
Very good. What you doing, etc.?
Oh yeah, the work's great, and actually, I've been spending a lot of time. So yeah, I'm having fun.
Sounds good. Having fun is what's good. If you enjoy your work and you enjoy your life.
Absolutely, totally. Well, Paul, 73, and I will talk to you the next time.
Very good. That's Brent. He's in Northwest or Romeo Victor, Quebec. Who was that other station? It was a little low to me. So say that again a couple of times.
Yeah, right. This is KG4.
Was that KG4 Alpha Delta Oscar? Did I hear that right?
Negative. Quebec 4 Alpha Delta Oscar.
You checked in before because I don't remember the call, but that doesn't mean that you didn't.
First time at the range, radio,
Ah, very good. What's the first name then?
John with Brentwood. Juliet.
Ah, very good. In Brentwood. That's very good. You know, your signal's coming in a little low and a little scratchy, but tonight's.
It was my first dipole build. I currently now just try to rebuild another one. It's better, but somebody just put it on the web yesterday.
Well, those a dipole, it's a vertical dipole you put up. Yeah, very good. Those are going to be okay, but a lot of gain in that unless you can get it up really high. I mean, from Brentwood, I'd say 30 or 40 feet would be great. And you oh yeah, well, yeah, I mean you're doing okay, and I can hear you. How long you been people can you hear? Okay, so yeah, I was going to say if you could hear many of the stations, because there's like 27 stations. Well, very good. I appreciate you checking in tonight. Did I hear that right? Man, I wrote down something. Give me your first name again. Yeah, I'm getting terrible about writing. I couldn't figure out if it was John or Dan. So, John, appreciate you being in there. And yeah, make sure to check in again. We'll be here again Saturday night. Hope to hear from you again. No, it was a club. It's not a club meeting and it's not a club net. It's just a net for anybody who feels like checking in. Oh yeah, we've been doing this, John, for it will be 8 years in September, twice a week. It started out very small here in Mount Juliet with just a few guys, and then picked up, and we this is not if you can imagine. No, 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 not at all. It's exactly what pretty much all of us do. They just jump in if somebody. It doesn't matter. Look up a website for on if you go to groups.io. Are you familiar with that organization at groups.io for emails? All right, we'll do this. Just go to the it's group ups.india Oscar and look up MJSS, which is Mount Juliet Simplex Society, and it's got the net schedule there, and you can emails if you choose to do that, and tells all about what our kind of a non-club club because we don't have any dues, mandatory meetings. We really don't have anything other than just having fun. Well, very good, John. Good to have you in there. And again, that was Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha, Delta Oscar. He's in Brentwood. We checked in and sounds like, well, he hit some place that he hadn't been before, but I hope he likes it. No, we have a good time, John. I think you'll like it. Is there anybody else, any place, anywhere? Please come in. Oh, Mr. Bethpage, how you doing tonight?
I guess I'm doing all right. I'm still vertical.
Be horizontal and still be awake.
Yeah, but most of the time when you're horizontal, you're not moving.
Well, that's true. I like being horizontal when I'm tired.
Well, I am too. So when I'm sleeping,
Yeah, no, that's the only time.
right in there. Well, I happened to hear the net going on and jumped in there. Thought I'd check in. I have moved my antenna. Well, uh, I guess half the antenna length higher. I explain it. It's moved up a little bit. I also moved it to a different corner of the chimney, so it get the from over the roof, and it would actually be over the ground, and that allowed me to move it up a little bit higher and stuff. I was aiming at an inspection, but I got to looking at those couplings where those two sections were screwed together, and I thought, if I start unscrewing that brittle and start cracking up, and then it'd be had to order an antenna. So I thought the best thing to do is leave it alone.
You're doing fantastic. You're doing like 40 over to me from Bethpage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm running 100 watts. I'm on the my FTM 400 is down. It's been doing some goofy things on the transmit. You key up maybe first, turn it on, and it'd be normal 50 watts out. And then you might key it up next time, and it'd be 20, and then it would, which was kind of odd. So anyway, I've got another power MOSFET and I've got it kind of halfway tore apart. And I just hadn't got in there to replace it yet, get back on the air. But anyway, I had this radio, and I thought, well, you know, I ain't been using it, so why not get on there and talk on the thing?
You're doing fantastic. You're really doing whatever you did is working out very well with a great signal out of Bethpage, because that's about 25, 26 miles from me.
I'm good up here. All right, well, let me jump off there. Somebody else can check in and stuff. I thought I'd check in right quick. I heard the news. But with that said, I guess I'll be clear and easing back over to where I was at.
Very good. That was Carl in Beth Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else? Is there any place, anybody, any place, anywhere?
WB0 and what?
Hey, boy, you waited till almost last, didn't you, Mark?
Well, not on purpose.
No, not really, but we don't have rules. I mean, if it's late, if you need to get to bed, you know, you can always do that.
Yeah, you're saying at my age, I probably.
No, not really. I normally am, most nights, a regular night, I'm up till 11 or 12 o'clock myself, and I'm not.
Roger that. Well, last Saturday, I had sure planned on making the breakfast, and in the about it, but there was a car that hit apparently a power pole for Middle Tennessee Electric, and this went out. So nothing worked. Alarm clocks were dead. Everything was off. Didn't get up in time.
Pays to have a battery alarm clock, doesn't it?
You know, I should have a phone in there. It would have done it. But as soon as I put the phone in the bedroom, I started trying to avoid that.
Yeah, I think the alarm functions on my, even if it's like timed out, you know what I'm saying? It goes into that, you have to re-enter the code. It still brings in, it doesn't bring in the alarm.
Yeah, well, maybe. Anyway, I had a resetting everything in a smart house, as they call it, because when the power connected to the router.
Oh, thrilling.
I know. Always fun. Don't know why it didn't. It may have been a spike or something on the line, but whatever. Okay. Have a good night. I'll sit back and listen.
All right, that was Mark. He's a Northwest Wilson Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar is
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yeah, I wondered where you went, Greg.
Yeah, conditions were so bad I didn't even bother. I normally do.
Conditions were awful.
Yeah, it's not been good. I did benefit twice counted bounce for the jet on takeoff. The signals bounce off that I got to hear two stations that I was barely hearing.
It's been weird because a couple of stations that are down in Murfreesboro area come in very well, and a couple others from Murfreesboro came in horrible.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of solar flares and activity and whatnot.
They must be pointed at Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else for the net?
I'll catch you on the next one.
All righty. Anybody? That was Greg, by the way. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor. Who else? Any place, anywhere?
UWO.
Who was the UWO station?
UWO
Oh, hello, Tom. If you checked in before, I don't remember that call.
I might have been for UNH. It's been a bit.
Okay, very good. Good to have you in there. Yeah, it's easy to miss nets. Okay, so don't you never have to apologize.
Yeah, I was only running with an HP. I'm actually second day using the TM241A I just prepared. So I figured I'd hop on tonight and see how it was doing.
Lee Kenwood.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, is that 65-watt model, or am I thinking about the wrong one?
Nope, you got that one correct.
I mean, I'm not that hip on radios.
Yeah, so far on the C-band before I really couldn't hear anyone. Plugged into my 10-out group, but with this guy, I've been hearing almost everyone except for some of the southern stations.
Well, because you really need the elevation in Hendersonville. How close are you to the river?
I'm actually behind the stand club up here. I think with the antenna on the roof is 620-ish.
Oh yeah, that's not too shabby then.
That's just a GP1, so I'm not running a whole lot of gain with it.
No, but everybody, I wish a good antenna that is like a GP1's a nice antenna. Don't get me wrong, but when you go to the GP9 or high-end Comets or Cushcraft or Diamond, you can't believe the difference in what you can hear.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I have to wait until I get my detached garage built to get to one of the bigger ones like that.
Oh yeah, you just don't fully realize how much the antenna makes a difference at the same height when you get it blew my mind when I did.
Yeah. I kind of went with the deep first, and then took a little bit to get the radio to connect to it. But so far, I've been happy. This guy's been performing well, and I think he kind of helped mentor me a little bit on fixing it. I think we got it down to a quarter microvolt on the sensitivity.
Cool. You know, you sound good. You sound good with what you got. It's not a horrible signal, so you're doing fine.
All right, fantastic. Well, I'll let you get back to the report.
Yeah, very good. That was Tom. That was Whiskey 4 Uniform Whiskey Oscar, and he's in Hendersonville. And is there anybody else?
Minute 4 JLN.
Okay, it's Kilo Delta 4 GON, right, Danny?
Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm great. Sitting here listening to the net.
Yeah, it's been kind of a funky night with the way the.
Yeah, I've been hearing most people. Some of the southern stuff I don't hear, but then again, I hear other people. So
Yeah, you got to live with what you got because their terrain problems are what gives you problems, you know.
right.
Yeah, because some of that stuff that's south it's tough. They can't even get past some of the hills, you know.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I was like one guy down by the university. He had a good signal here.
Oh, you're talking about Kevin there in the Cumberland University?
I don't remember exactly, but it was a good signal.
Oh yeah, no, he would be good to you from where he is. He's for some reason, I say for some, it's for I guess it's an obvious location on that part of the county going north into Hendersonville and into Gallatin, Hendersonville, that whole area.
All right, yeah. Well, it's been good.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Danny?
No, I'm good.
Delta 4 Golf Oscar November in West Gallatin. Anybody else north? Over 10 meters. It's already 9:30. Anybody out there? Very good. 33 check-ins. So somewhere around 29 or 28 or 30, but now we're 33. So not that it matters. If it was 3 people showing up, I'd be just as happy. Anyway, we're moving over to 10 meters, 28.415. We'll catch you there in a minute. K4P then.
Hey, Paul, so, there's been a 418 Golf.
Oh, is that right? I can't hear him.
Yeah, 418. They started before, and there's a lot of signals
there's still a lot of signals out on 10, so we may get some out of town.
Okay. They're on 28415 K4P. Then. Hang on, I'll be right there.
Well, it's better than before, though.
All right. How are we doing there, Michael?
Go ahead.
There wasn't doing anything weird. There's on. Is there anybody else out there besides you? Did you hear any talk from distant stations?
No.
Yeah. This is K4BW looking for stations from the west. Please come down.
KM4 YRF.
How's our Kilo 4 Mike Pop? I mean Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is west? All right, very good. We got Jack in there. Sounds good. A little noisy people are tonight. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, but good signals. Who else is? Very good. We got Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. I mean, it's just hearing. Well, Greg, are you hearing that static in there? That rough, a lot of stuff out there. Greg, are you hearing that noise out there? It just sounds. I mean, I can hear everybody. It just sounds a little rough. Yeah, very good. Who else is south? Please come now.
West.
I'm sorry, west. All right, I got Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf in there. Still a little slim. I think how does that audio sound to you, or Michael, from your location?
It's better than before, but it's a little tinny and got a little scratch-like to it.
I got it. Now I can hear them, but it's just not a great audio. Yeah, I didn't copy that. All right, very good. Good to have you in there. That's 4 Golf, and that's Jeff, and he's in Madison. Who else is west? West or south? Please come now. Please come now. West or south or east? And all right, I got Frank in there. There was another station ending in November, but guess who it was? Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. I heard you fine in there, Frank. The other one must have been Danny. That's good. Tell by the sound of your voice. A good signal, Danny.
All righty, thank you.
Yeah, very good. No, good sound. Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. Who else is north or anywhere? North. Is anybody hearing that other station in there, or is that my voices? I
can hear something way back, but I don't think it's anything.
There's no way to talk about a fellow hand. Yeah, I can't. I thought I heard somebody in there, but it sounded like it wasn't for us. We got any more check-ins to the Mount Juliet Simplex Net on 10 meters upper sideband? All righty, we'll close the net. A little weak, but I think we the other net only ran an hour and a half. My gosh. Anyway, we had 7 in here. Tim, you guys have a great night. K4PEW closing the net.